Before we can understand why nuclear bombs are such a powerful deterrence, we must understand the size of their destruction. A single nuclear weapon being detonated in New York would cause an estimated 583,160 fatalities. This is just a single bomb out of the 12,000 in the global arsenal. This devastating damage that can be caused with the use of nuclear weapons proves that a nuclear war would be the war of all wars, ending life as we know it, possibly even all life. Proxy wars are the best way to go about fighting conflicts with major powers without triggering a nuclear war, but I'll circle back to that idea in a minute. A proxy war is a conflict that is funded by foreign states and is often used to subdue or influence a country or group of people. Even though in a proxy war, two superpowers are on either side of a conflict, they aren't directly at war with each other. The country where the proxy war is happening acts as a buffer for both sides. If you lose that war, you just lost influence in that country. There is no direct threat to yours. A country that is protected by a nuclear umbrella, like most NATO countries, cannot be invaded without the threat of nuclear weapons being used in defense. A country that has nuclear weapons in their own arsenal is capable of projecting a level of authority that others can't. A country that doesn't have either of those boxes checked off will always be at a disadvantage on the global stage. A superpower being able to project power with an almost guarantee that they won't be invaded gives them an amazing advantage in conventional warfare. This idea wasn't used much during the Cold War, but in recent years, it has become a major problem around the world. Countries like Russia and China no longer want influence in countries, but want direct control of said countries. I like to think of a conflict like that unfolding in 3 stages. Taiwan is the first stage. China has voiced its desires to regain control of Taiwan, and the US has clearly stated that it will defend Taiwan's sovereignty. No troops have been deployed yet, but there have been military buildups and training on both sides. Venezuela, as much as it's a stretch, gives a good example of a second stage. The US has deployed its navy and is forming a blockade around Venezuela. Drug trafficking is the reason for the US's actions, but that doesn't change the fact that they have deployed a naval blockade and made a list of demands for Venezuela. Ukraine is the final stage of this new version of proxy wars. Russia has invaded Ukraine, threatening its sovereignty, yet NATO hasn't deployed any troops to support Ukraine. They fear that direct involvement could provoke a nuclear response if Russia feels threatened. Because of this, NATO has resorted to economic sanctions on Russia and supplying Ukraine with money and weapons. This new breed of conflicts results in a long and dangerous war zone and unstable geopolitical landscapes. Nuclear weapons have opened the door for superpowers to act on their own agenda without much risk of full global retaliation. These actions have brought us the closest we have been to a nuclear war since the height of the Cold War.